can't. If people can simply take it away, you got a problem.
You're listening to Girth and Mirth Bears on the PJ and Friends Radio Network, Dallas, Texas. The views and opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect those of the station, owners, management, and sponsors. If you find any content disagreeable, you may exercise your right to change the channel. And now, on with the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're on the air with Girth Mirth Bears Podcast. It's December 23rd, 2019. In-house, we have Junior.
Jedi Master Junior.
Okay, as he gets it caught in the fan. And then we have Steven in the house. Hey. And we have, ever, cat sitter extraordinaire, Keith.
I love pussy. Cats.
It's just
cats.
wrong.
Y'all let me finish. Yeah, cats.
All right, so
That sounded gross.
it did sound gross. So first, it's Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. Hope you guys are being safe.
Somebody's got their...
No, it was me.
Yeah.
It was me.
Let's say I have my
I
turn
fixed
down.
it.
Okay.
Fixed it.
So,
Yeah.
Charles Holly's watching.
Hi, Charles. How you doing, bud?
So
Hey,
you guys
Charles.
need to join in. You need to turn that towards you, bud.
May the force be with you. You see a sword?
There we
There
go.
you go.
I have the power. I am now...
Charles, you occasionally tag me in some pretty crazy stuff. I just want to know what you look at and what kind of sites you're on. We can talk about that later. If
We
you want.
can. We can take phone calls. So we got a lot going
I
on.
like it though, so don't stop. Don't
So
stop.
how was your week?
It was good. Star Wars came out, so
Right.
we were expecting to be a lot busier than what we were.
Just 1 second. For anybody out there who has not watched Star Wars yet, they may be spoilers.
Oh yeah, if we do, I'm so sorry.
So
we don't mean to.
Spoiler alert! You can change the channel. You can do whatever you want. But we're talking about Star Wars, and
We'll try to talk about how we feel about the movie without giving away anything in the movie, if we can.
forget that.
Well, I know Charles probably hasn't had a chance to
Well,
see
no,
it yet.
Charles is. We're trying to get him to go see it tomorrow with us. We want to see it again.
okay.
But he has a son until noon, and so we want to go at like 10. So we've offered to have his son go.
Our
So-
first Dolby showing is at noon, so
Yeah,
But we have our first showing is at 10.
the one at
Yeah, but does it have space? That's the question. Well, he's already bought tickets. He was just
I got the one at
he had a-
Addison.
itchy trigger finger.
For Addison,
Yeah,
what about your R2D2?
I'm gonna get it.
Oh, super.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it again.
Okay,
You know,
Addison.
this is
bitch.
compared to The Last Jedi. Anybody out there who likes The Last Jedi? Major disappointment.
Carlos has joined us.
Hey,
JJ
Carlos.
JJ redeemed himself with this one.
So, Force Awakens got 93% approval rating. Last Jedi, 92%. This one's like 56% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. That just confirms what I've always said. Fuck the critics. I don't care what they say. You like what you like.
This was better than that Rain, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
is Johnson's version. I didn't like that at all.
Last Jedi had a couple of things that made me roll my eyes, but I enjoyed the movie when I watched the movie. There was a few scenes in it that were...
Yeah. We're still not over the fact that you forgot all about us last week.
Oh,
The week before last.
What happened was...
Remember, we were supposed to do a show, and I got to go home to my mom. I got to do this for my mom.
What
my mom
show?
was making. Remember, the week before we left, we were doing a show, and he couldn't make it because he forgot. So we had Josh sit in for him.
Yeah.
Let's just
Hi, Josh.
go ahead and take score here real quick. We've canceled the show for you once, you twice, and now me once,
but we
and
didn't-
now me once.
No. We didn't forget though. There's a difference between canceling the show and forgetting. Just ditching us.
There was a time in my life where,
No, all joking. No, you're right. You're right. Right. We've had a rough couple of months. So, But yeah. So no, I like the movie. I mean, I don't want to give anything away. It was for what they had to work with as far as Princess Leia and all that stuff. I think they really did. They did a good job. They did a really good job.
Yeah, and if you take into the fact they had to clean up some of what Last Jedi did.
Right. They did a lot.
Clean a lot.
Actually, it kind of just ignored.
I felt it went that way. You could skip the Last Jedi. I mean, no big fucking deal there. I mean,
And Steve here can tell you that there was quite a few scenes in the movie where I was just like,
like a little kid. Like a little kid.
Yeah, I was there, wasn't I, PJ?
You were there. So leading up to this, we went to Orlando last Wednesday. We just got back today. You took your grandson to Disney. Got
Wolverine. Let's hear about the Wolverine and his
what Wolverine?
Logan. Wolverine, AK.
Oh, is that what he is now?
Yeah,
Wolverine's real name is Logan.
That's why Robbie named Logan because he named him Logan after his favorite Marvel character, Wolverine. Logan.
This was I wanted to ask, and I kept forgetting to ask y'all. You know, you're at Disney, and Disney, of course, owns Marvel. Was there any Marvel stuff there going on? Or
no, but I got
Marvel attractions at all.
No. I got a little Groot.
I saw Groot.
Yeah,
I tried to rub him to see if he would get wood.
Groot. No, there was really no Marvel attractions.
Well, Marvel still has a contract that hasn't expired with Universal Studios yet. So until that expires, some of they just can't do certain things.
Okay.
Now they are creating. I know at Epcot they're creating a Marvel roller coaster. They've started to build or almost done with. And I know at Magic Kingdom, Matt said that they're doing a Tron. Something related to Tron. It's another roller coaster.
Yeah, Tron's coming.
So yes, they are, but Universal for a long time had the rights to like the Hulk and so Spider-Man and so forth. So until those expire, until those change, then that's probably
Okay.
So we got there Wednesday, and we had a wonderful dinner with the Hoopty Doopty review, which was really great. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Logan was bashful. He just didn't understand what was going on, but then
What, at the Hoopty Doopty?
yeah, I mean,
What is the Hoopty Doopty?
it's a
Now y'all got engaged close to there, right?
Yeah.
Or outside, right?
right.
Yeah, they fenced off the area. Apparently, that's not allowed to happen anymore. So
Y'all done fucked it up for
Yeah,
there goes
we
them
did.
gays
We
again.
did.
Oh my God!
I think that's exactly what happened because
Fucking
the fences
hoes.
were up everywhere.
So anyway, it's an old timey Western hoo-ha dancing show and food and really good food. The food, yeah. I didn't eat as much of those buckets of ribs, but I did try a few of those ribs, and they were damn good. But still, not enough. I was very full. We had Golden Corral too late in the afternoon.
We
huh?
did. We
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
We did. Well, yeah, we
We
got.
were starving though. We got off the airplane.
I was yucking the
Yeah.
Golden Corral. What?
I don't know.
You know,
Apparently,
you can't sit him this close to me. And
apparently they're bored with us. I don't know.
Yeah. So, and then we got up bright and early Thursday morning,
Right.
and we went to the Contemporary to ride the monorail.
Oh God, yes.
And like the time before, security guard said, "Hey, the monorail's not running." And we're downstairs in the breeze. It was a chilly breeze, and lo and behold, the monorail's running. What the
It's like the
expletive?
ice
Yeah,
cream, like the
so-
ice cream machine at McDonald's. That bitch ain't never working.
Yeah. So the gal that's running the buses or directing buses or whatever, she says, "Well, you need to go back up to the monorail." So we go back up to the monorail, and we're going through the line through the monorail, and you have to hold your arms up with your cell phone to go through this little boot thing. So PJ goes, then Logan and PJ.
Yeah, I don't take shit from them. I mean, you paid how much money to be there, and so they got mall cops there, right? And so it used to be where it's like almost as bad as the airport. You had to take everything out of your pocket, put it in a tray, and they'd put it aside, and you put your hands up and that kind of thing. Well, then they changed it to where put your hands up, hold your cell phone above your head. And so as I was going through, I said, yeah, next time I'll put my thumb up my ass and hop up on one foot. All the guy heard was put my thumb up my ass. And so he's like, what? And I'm like, what are you going to do, throw me out? I don't think so. So he's all like, you can't do that. I'm like, yes, I can.
And that,
I can get my thumb up my ass. Yes, I can.
I don't know about that anymore, but yeah.
and so and then we get to Disney, and we get the scooter, and I get up on the scooter, and PJ says, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I said, okay. And then I go like, all right. I zip away.
Well, that's not entirely how it happened.
Well, how did it happen?
Well, no. Heather, Logan, and I were following along after you, but you were gone. You were a mile down the way, and I said to Heather, let's stop and see how long it takes him to realize we are not behind him. So we stopped at the Christmas tree. And what do? You go all the way to the restaurant.
Yes, I did.
You stopped and talked to some lady that was like a town crier kind of person, like a character, and that they disappeared after he passed by. And so then he cuts across the thing. And so we walk on down there, and
he's already got a drink, huh?
I'm just now parked.
He just left us in the lurch. This man just so it was like the Secret Service running after the president. We had to run after him everywhere we went. So anyway, so we got to have breakfast at the Crystal Palace, which is a character dining thing for Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, and Piglet. And,
love Piglet,
which is kind of odd because you're eating sausages while he's there.
Yeah, and
bacon, sausage, yeah, and it makes okay. All right.
So you didn't like hold it up and be like, "Are you missing anything?"
Well, yeah, I'm sure that's not the first time he's heard it, but yeah, it's been done. So we got pictures with everybody, and then we were there about an hour, and then we went on to the rides and stuff. And the challenge is Logan's not a very wild ride kind of guy, And you know what? And you had me believing you were brave. Because last time we went, we went.
Who are we talking about here?
We went on stuff, and he said, "Oh, I'd never been on this before," but he looked like he was having a great time.
Not.
We had an opportunity to do the Splash Mountain again. I don't want to go. And it's all great and fun. It's got one big drop. That's it. Not a major drop. But he did great last time.
Yeah, he told me how much he liked it, but that's probably because he thought he'd never have to do it.
So then he said, so we had a fast pass. We get right to the front of the line. He had a little cart. We go right there. And so Logan wouldn't want to go, and his mom didn't really want to go. So okay, we didn't go. All right, but we went to the Pirates of the Caribbean, and I warned him. I said, look, there's one small, it wasn't a big drop, is more like a, and so Logan was okay with that. Then we went to the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which is, again, it's not as wild. You got to figure, Disney doesn't really have too many wild rides. It's kind of like a buffet. It can't be too spicy or people can't eat it, right? So they have some stuff. It seems wild, but it's not. I mean, it rocks back and forth, and it goes up and down like this, but nothing really major, and it can rattle your teeth if you're not prepared for it. Junior's in, we're going, and after we got off, Logan was pale.
Oh, wow. He was white as that door.
and he was like, he says, he apparently was dizzy. He wasn't feeling too good. But he was good. He made it. He made it.
He did well.
Then we went and we sat for a little while somewhere because everybody had to recoup their thing. He was tired from, this. So we pull over for a couple minutes. We all sit there for a little bit, pay $3 for a bottle of water each.
Ouch.
Dude, nothing's cheap.
Nothing's cheap at Disney. No.
$3 is way cheaper than like a sporting event here in Dallas.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
For water,
$6.
Yeah. So we went to what was it? The Christmas store. And they looked around the Christmas store, and then we went to the Hall of Presidents.
Oh, that was nice.
And what the Hall of Presidents, they've changed it since what it used to be, where it was more of a historical thing about the history of the presidency and all that stuff. Now, and on stage they have the robotic versions of every president, and
including the orange buffoon.
Yeah, and he's what is it? Not the preamble, but We the People. He's doing the We the People, and he's
joke.
And he just
spoiled it.
They actually, I've never seen it before though, where they actually have 2 security guards in there, and I think that's why.
So nobody destroys
no one throws something at. I mean, I'm thinking it's happened. I'm thinking somebody's done something or said something, or hurled something at the animatronics. I mean, it's a great little thing. It's a nice historic thing, but he's a joke, and so it's hard to take it serious when they mention all the other presidents and then
him.
They actually don't. They don't mention him. They give him a speech where he mentions himself. And so they go one by one, and this Disney-esque voice is narrator is introducing each president and what number they were, and when he gets down to, they don't mention his name, so he does a little speech where he mentions his name.
Well, he's used to that. He's always talking about himself,
right.
anyways.
Well, that made sense.
Yeah.
So
it
was
Donald dumbass Trump impeached.
Yeah. So then we went to the Haunted Mansion, which wasn't too bad.
That was fun. Was fun. Yeah, Logan had fun there. And Heather's taking pictures, and there's googly ghouls around her. Like, she's just snapping away, and Logan's going like, holy shit.
So Logan's 12, right?
Yeah.
So I still had some ride fears at 12. I guess maybe I was 12 or 13 whenever I was in line for a ride, and whenever I saw, I was scared. I'd already waited in this line like 3 different times and got out and didn't get on. And then I'm standing in the line, and I'm going, man, if that bitch can fucking ride it, I can ride it, because I know I can whoop his ass. Right. And that's kind of how I got the mentality to start trying different things. Like, man, fuck him. If that bitch can do it, I can do it. Fuck, he ain't better than me. And that's
he enjoyed it. And then we left the park. And go, we're done. We're tired. Like, okay, we're good. Let's go. They went to a boat ride, a paddle boat ride.
Yeah. And
we kind of let them go off a little bit on their own too.
Right.
Which is, so we're like, okay, I'm tired too. He's tired. I'm like,
he's 12 and he's in shape, and she works out. Okay, she's been working out, and so we, like, after the flight, after we'd been up since 4 o'clock in the morning, all the way till like 8 o'clock at night, because our dinner thing was at 6:15, and there's an hour time change, so it's an hour later there, right? And so we get back to the hotel. They go to the gym. And he gets on the treadmill for 20 minutes, apparently.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, I can barely get upstairs. I don't have any idea why he's even tired. He was in a cart the entire time.
Well, I'm going to tell you, whenever I used to drive a forklift all day, that thing would just wear me out, because trying to watch everybody get out of my... If I didn't have to look out for other people...
He gave you your thing? He gave you...
I have more Jedi power in this than he does in his whole lightsaber.
I should have got the blonde, because he's definitely a blonde.
You said, I don't know. You could have gotten anything. So
for y'all that can't see,
he's got
this is
that tassel.
Anakin's little braid before he turned to the dark side.
Yep.
Watch out, bitch, for y'all get my Darth Vader.
Just so you know, I didn't notice this, but Carlos says, you should know by now, Junior doesn't care about anybody.
I think he just meant but himself. It kind of got off.
I don't know.
There.
Well, I was going to say, when Junior took off on his little scooter, y'all should have just gone the opposite direction.
They did.
We couldn't. We were going to breakfast, and so he was not about to make it.
Go your own way and meet him at the restaurant.
Hey, the first time he runs off and leaves you, and then when y'all meet back up and you're holding the ice cream in your hand, that shit ain't happening no more. Where the fuck that come from?
So we got really. I was concerned that it was going to be really crowded because it's Christmas week, but it wasn't so bad. I mean, in the morning. We got there early, like 9 o'clock, whatever, and I don't think it started getting busy until like 11, 12 o'clock. And by that time, I was just having been up 12 hours the day before, and now running after him like I'm, I was like beat.
Why did you run after him? Just let him go and just go your own way and have fun and let him.
Should have just put on some roller skates and tethered yourself to him.
And I simply couldn't leave.
Yeah, you could.
Not with them. They wasn't their fault. They were in better shape than I was.
No, you could have left and come back and picked him up later.
Oh, hell no! I'm not going back. There's a bus for that.
So I have some questions.
Go right ahead.
All right. So I know Junior was telling me about them closing the park up and then reopening it for the holiday in the park.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so are the tickets cheaper right now for the daytime that y'all were there than what they are normally? Normally it's open all day, right?
No, it's the same price. And what happens is several times a year they have different times where they keep it open. They have the Halloween, and then they have Christmas, and then there's another one. What happens is from 4 until, they say 6 until midnight, but it's usually, they let them in as early as 4 p.m.
Okay.
4 p.m. to midnight, it's a special ticketed event. Now, regular ticket players can stay all the way until 6 p.m., and then after that, they're ushering you out as the new guys come in. So, no, they don't think of it that way.
Okay.
They warn you about it when your tickets are good and all that stuff, so you know about it, but no.
So, say if you were to go during the summer, the park opens and then closes at what time?
Well, it depends. Usually, if it's summertime, it doesn't close until midnight, 1, 2 a.m., depending on the day.
So for the same price, you could stay till midnight then.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can leave and come back. I mean, once you've gone to the park, unless you have a park hopper option, but you can go back to the same. You can leave, like go back, rest, come back, and then come back later on that night. Right. And we thought about doing the Christmas thing, but after buying, we have annual passes, but by the time we were done buying their tickets, it would have been another $500 for everybody.
Right. So
And you really wouldn't have gotten anything out. I mean, it would have been nice because it was a Christmas theme, but
we were tired by then to go back to that
I
park.
don't think I would have killed somebody if I had to do that.
Right.
Junior.
It came across my mind.
So the next day we go to Epcot.
Yes.
And
so you get your scooter, and then we go over to. We decided not to do breakfast there because our first fast pass wasn't until like 11 o'clock. So if we'd gone to breakfast, we'd had to get there a lot earlier. So we had a little bit of time to kind of recover, and so we get there, and then we get the scooter, which took forever, and then we off he goes. No, you did, because we didn't have that conversation till the next day.
No. I was over there at the visitor center with you.
Well, we had to go add the handicap
yes.
thing.
So
we go to Soarin', which is one of his favorite rides, and he wanted to experience that with what's his name?
Wolverine.
Logan. And so it was fun. Logan liked it. We were concerned because it's not wild, but it's sort of virtual reality, but it's also a simulator where you're lifted up off the floor. So if you're afraid of heights, or and it does tilt like this, but it's like a hang glider kind of thing. It's not really wild, but it can mess with your senses. It can really, if you're not comfortable with it, it can mess with your senses. But apparently he really liked it.
He liked that.
He actually, I think before we got to the park, he actually proclaimed that he liked the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. He said, I liked it. I don't know if he'd go back on it, but he said he took him a day to digest it. He said he liked it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we do that, and then we decided that we needed to separate for a little bit because they might want to go out on their own and do stuff, and they had apparently all sorts of things at Disney you can do, like they have scavenger hunts and things like that, where since it's all different countries, they have a little passport that you have to find a certain place in each plate, and they'll put a stamp on it like it's a real passport.
And they'll autograph it. And
they sign it, and they sign your name in whatever language it is. And so they wanted to do that, which is great.
Yeah.
And I just could not have kept up with them. I was pooped. And so this, let me...
It wasn't as bad as he makes it out.
So this is... you guys
Oh,
can see
and
here.
Carlos, what the hell?
So
why you hating, bitch?
Okay, this picture was in Canada. Okay, with the Canada Pavilion. Okay, and so you see him all happy because he's got his cart. Well, let's keep going here, now let's watch. See how far away he gets. He just leaves me in the lurch. And there's another one. I think they're out of order here.
All right,
there he goes. See, and I'm like, okay, but these are the things he was talking about. Those little scroll things. So we found, what was this? Oh, that was the ice cream.
The French
ice cream sandwiches. Made out of macaroons. There were two kinds.
Yeah.
There's chocolate.
And peppermint.
Well, we both got the chocolate one.
Yeah,
of course, he's got teeth issues, so this hurt Mike, but it didn't stop him from eating it.
Of course not.
I hate
not
the
about
whole
to.
See, look at it. So here we go. Chew. Now we happy. So there, okay, drinking and driving. We were doing that.
all right.
And there he goes driving while he's drinking.
And you wondered why he drove off and left you.
We were thinking of you when we took this one. This is in Italy.
Oh yeah.
This is
Poseidon.
Poseidon. Did we get the picture?
Could you see Poseidon's penis?
No.
Huh?
Could you see Poseidon's
No,
penis?
but
then why were you thinking of me?
We did look.
Yeah.
We did look.
Yeah, what made you think of me?
Well, because we looked up his dress.
Yeah, you would have too.
But it's on his phone, so I didn't get that.
If I had a Sharpie, I would have drew a penis up. Fucking.
Okay, so down the way there was a model train area that held a whole this, which I love. And so this is just pictures of that, and then really kind of cool. Who's chatting here? You guys, if you don't say something, we're just gonna hang up on all y'all.
So this guy on Bigger City opened his photos for me the other day, and about 80% of them were of his model trains and different train sets and some real trains, and they were real. Yeah, he's in New York City.
This was phenomenal.
But
they had people
inside the trains. It's like,
Yeah, I was looking
Someone's-
at those. At first, I'm like, is that a real train? And then I saw from some of the other angles that no, it's not. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
okay, and this was okay. So we all know that I complain about Mexican food. Mm-hmm. Everything in this fucking state has a tortilla or a taco shell.
Damn right. That's
Every
Texas.
fucking place has a tortilla. I mean, you can go to a hot dog cart and there's a
Well,
tortilla.
you know, I got white people like Daryl everywhere we go. He gets mad if they don't have bread. If they
So
don't have
guess
some kind of
what? So
roll or
guess-
bread. It's just bread. is
So
all it
guess
is.
so we of all places we go. Last time we went, we couldn't go because everything was booked and we didn't. So I was able to. I went through the thing and said, I can get reservations at Mexico. And he said, yeah. I said, okay. So I get the reservations. So what am I eating? I'm eating fucking Mexican food. I didn't have a tortilla. What did I have?
Corn. There were tortilla chips.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I did have
it
tortilla.
was
Like a fondue kind of thing.
queso fondue with chorizo, and that chorizo was not spicy. It had sweetness to it. Oh my god, it was so
See,
good.
this is what I had. I had a chicken pollo something or other, and fried rice, and then that's what Junior.
Oh my
had.
god, I had chicken mole. Oh my god, with chocolate in it.
What genius puts chocolate on anything that you?
Oh, mole has to have. It's the best.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
good.
You've crossed over.
No.
I'm
It's
not a
got-
fan of mole.
It's got unsweet dark chocolate, and it was just right.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
it's
awesome.
good. It's good.
Okay,
I
and
was in hog heaven.
this was this the Joy Shop?
No, this was the Italian restaurant.
No, it wasn't. This was.
Oh, that's the Dread Shop. Yeah.
Was this the Joy Shop?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the Dread Shop.
So, that's the next day. We're at Saturday Hollywood Studios.
Oh,
And
my
so, okay,
God.
so in Hollywood Studios, they have several things. They have a whole Star Wars land, okay, and they have a ride called Star Tours. And originally it was just it's another simulator, but this one can be a little. I mean, if you're flying, you feel it like you're flying.
Yeah.
So if it does a dive, you feel like you're doing a dive. But they can change the theme on it. They have several themes, and apparently they recently changed it to coincide with the release of the movie. So we hadn't seen the movie yet, but we sort of got a hint with some of the things they made us do. The opening, you can see that. Hold on, this is Matt. Hey.
You're on the air.
Let me hold on. I'm going to call you right back from another number. You're going to be on the show. Because you're interrupting. All right. Bye.
Oh,
Okay.
Like for sure.
but
like totally.
you know, so we're on the Star Tour, and it's fucking phenomenal. The ocean, the Star Destroyers. It's fucking awesome. The Ewok Village, the Walker, the robots.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay, so you were on the air with Girth Mirth Bears Podcast because we were talking about everything that happened to us this weekend.
Who are we talking to?
Matt.
Puppet Boy?
Puppet Boy.
Puppet Boy. Hey, Matt, what's going on, bud?
Not much.
This is Keith. Keith wants you.
Hi. Hello, Keith.
How are you doing?
I am sitting in the middle of a sea of cars trying to get home.
Oh, it sounds like you're in Dallas. Yeah.
No, a lovely, rainy Orlando, Florida.
Oh, there you go.
We left. It was it was sunny when we left, but when we got to the airport, it was pouring down, raining, lightning.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
we have two big storms coming. The one we're getting right now is between 6 and 7:30, and then we have another one that comes through between 9 and 11.
Oh shit!
Holy shit.
So
So,
yeah,
So you had your company Christmas party at Dave & Buster's, right?
correct.
How'd that go?
How many tickets did you win?
It was okay. Management met before the party and apparently met at a bar and got drunk and then came drunk to their own party.
Well, there you go.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Yes.
it does.
Yeah, his manager.
Well, did you win anything?
Did I win anything?
Well,
no.
No. Did they give you money to spend there?
Oh yeah, I got $15 to spend at Dave & Buster's, which basically broke down to like 5 games.
You spendthrift, you. You're just crazy. So, were they happy with the computer system? I had to do some work while I was there.
Yes. The only thing is that apparently Danielle's supposed to hook Danielle's computer and have Donna's computer linked so that they could share files, and she forgot to put it on the list.
Well, yeah. Well, there you go. Well, you can do that.
I know. I told her I could do that if they want, and I told them, let me know if you want it. I'll do it.
Okay. Well, see, they didn't want to have to open the office. Remember? Like suddenly I'm a thief.
Well, apparently the big thing was the phone being turned over, so it says we're closed for 2 days, and apparently a request line is sent to Mike. Nobody knows if he did it. Mike, well, just call the office.
Mike doesn't do that. Mike doesn't know how to do that.
Okay, well, they said that he was taking care of it.
Okay. Good luck with that.
I told him, I said, if he didn't do it, let me know. I said, because PJ can do it for you.
Well, I offered to do it free for him a while ago. Anyway, let's move on. So you're on your way home.
Yes.
So Junior got Matt bought us some presents. We had to open them before we left, only because you can't have wrap things. You never know; they get freak out when you have wrap things. So we also wanted to know how we could pack them. We didn't want to have them squish them. So what'd you get, Junior?
A cool model kit, right? That was awesome.
Model of what?
Boris Karloff, Barnabas Jones, and the werewolf guy.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's from the
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows, right?
Yeah.
The series. Right?
You didn't open
Real
yours,
cool.
did you, Matt?
No, it's under the tree.
Good. That's where it needs to be.
Okay. And then Matt got PJ.
He got me a puppet, another puppet, and then I haven't named him yet. I got to figure out what I'm going to name him.
That's the one on the back of the couch.
Green
Yeah,
guy, something.
yeah.
Green.
And then he got me a
Fitbit type.
yeah, and then he got me a Google Home thing. We have them there in
Echo?
Orlando.
Echo?
Yeah, no, it's a Google Home thing, but
Like
but
the one I got.
Yeah.
The dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
No.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
Okay, children,
no
do
idea
not
what
make
he's
me
talking
stick you
about,
in
but
separate
okay.
corners.
It's on the dresser.
I understand, but it's not a dot. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch. So anyway, no, thank you very much. Tell your mom thank you for the money.
You're welcome.
Money's always good. So, how are you doing otherwise? What are you doing tonight?
I'm got to go home, and I got to pick up Lewis's present, and I got to fill a basket full of brownies, cookies.
Oh, by the way, wait.
Yes.
We have a dilemma here. Okay.
Yes.
How did you bake? You baked,
Yes.
right? How is it not
Yes.
one baked good made it into the box?
Because I knew you couldn't take the box. Somebody got onto the plane.
Oh, it'd have been gone
And-
before we got on the plane.
Okay.
And you and seeing how you didn't need or want a bunch of sugar, I did not bring any to you.
When did you hear me say I didn't want sugar?
Junior didn't need the sugar.
Well, that's true. We didn't need it, but the bottom line is he makes great stuff, right? Well, you know,
It was like he was.
he
Just
used to
looking
make
out
great
for you.
stuff. I'm just thinking he didn't make any cookies.
Ah, okay.
I have no proof. I have no real proof that he did. Didn't he post any pictures that he made cookies? Just says he made cookies.
Yes, I
says
have.
Yeah, and
Yeah, he did.
There's
You did,
currently
on
there's
Facebook.
chocolate chip. There's currently chocolate chip on my counter. There's oatmeal chocolate chip. There's sugar cookies that haven't been frosted yet. There's 4 pans of brownies with walnuts and chocolate chips.
Wait.
And then I made peanut butter balls and candy cane cookies.
And he posted a Facebook thing when he was.
Yeah, he has. Okay, so, and if it's the way, if the counter looks like it usually does at Christmas time, he couldn't fit
No.
one of those in a bag or a box. Come on,
just one cookie,
not
man.
even
Come
one
on,
damn.
man.
That's why he's on the naughty list.
You could have even licked it first. It would have been okay.
no, ew. It'd be like your brother licking it. No,
But how would you know? I mean, it's just.
why would he do that?
Just because.
Matt, that's okay.
Yes.
We appreciate you coming to hang out.
Yeah,
with
it was
us.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan. You had someone in his own age group to play with. It was
Yes, he loved it. Yeah. So, and then we were talking about the Star Wars park. So,
Oh, I have a question about Star Wars.
great. The movie or the land?
The movie.
ooh.
Okay, well, no spoilers.
Okay, open it up.
Okay, well, I just have a question.
Okay.
Because this was repeated throughout the movie at nauseum. What the hell was what's his name's secret about Finn, about Ray.
Oh, well, I can't.
Every time they're about to die, he's like, "I want to tell you," and then one of them would disappear.
Where the hell I can't. I will tell you off the air because that's a spoiler.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she finds out. She just don't.
They
find
tell
out
you
from
right
him.
there. They
Right.
actually meant towards the end of the battle scene. They mentioned it a couple of times.
It's about who's her grandfather. That's
No.
okay.
I'm not talking about any of that. The black kid
Finn.
apparently is in love with her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you realize throughout the movie, it's a running joke where he wants to tell her, but something happens and they don't.
Yeah, but he wants
The
to.
movie ends without him telling her he loves her.
Well, don't they hug and kiss at the?
I thought he had something he wanted to tell her that Leia told him.
Anyway,
Leia told me something, and then she's like, "Told you what?" And that's what he was trying to tell her.
this is evil. People were really crossing possible boundaries here. So you know what, Matt? Listen, from the guy that actually usually spoils every movie before he ever sees it. How is it you have a question like that?
Listen, I'm not going to tell people that Jar Jar Binks was there right beside the Emperor. I wouldn't tell them that.
Right.
Wait, the Emperor's in the movie? Holy what?
Jar Jar Brink.
I've already
Banks
seen the
is
movie.
in-
I've already seen
He's in the
it.
movie. I don't.
Jar Jar was murdered brutally.
No, Jar Jar Binks was the Emperor.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's very possible. All right, listen, I'm going to let you go.
All right, I'm still in traffic.
All right, well, enjoy your traffic.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Honk at somebody so we know it's real.
Before I let you go, you know what? Yesterday, all I had the entire day was 2 Hostess cakes for breakfast and then a hamburger and fries for lunch. Junior and his family decided to go to Burger King without me, and of course they had a horrible experience, and that's what they get for going without me, trying to have fun
going
without
to
me.
Burger King. The food is awesome.
Matt, the reason you're in traffic because you didn't bring any baked goods. Just saying.
Oh, I'm being punished?
Yes.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so PJ's eyes blink when he gets something going. His eyes are blinking really rapidly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those PJ things.
Okay, I think he's over this conversation.
Yeah. All right, Matt. Merry Christmas.
We're gonna let you go. You go.
All right.
Try not to. You know what? Find a Big Lots and go fart on some children.
Holy moly, you do that too?
Yes, he does.
I only do that in line at Disney.
So, tell them the story about the lady with the pig at Walmart.
What?
Oh, my sweet baby Jesus.
Oh,
I just want to say there's so many crazy-ass people in this world that are self-indulgent and self-important. I make fun of everybody, so people just have to get used to that. At Walmart, there was a hefty woman in a mobile vehicle cart, and she had a little baby pig resting on her chest, and it said, what the hell is it called?
Emotional support.
Service pig? Or?
Yeah, I guess it says service pig, which is not a thing. So I made the joke. I said, "Oh wow, Walmart has really fresh ham."
That or
The
bacon.
woman went ballistic. So
She cuss?
a little bit. She told me that I'm not allowed to ask her questions about her therapy pig. I said, "Ma'am, that only counts for Walmart's employees. I'm part of the public, so fuck you."
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Oh, bacon on the hoof.
Bacon on the hoof.
Hey, pickled pig feet, aisle 6.
I would have licked the pig.
Oh.
That's disgusting. For the poor pig.
The poor pig.
Then had a pork chop.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. You have a great night. Be safe. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Matt.
All right. So Junior's got his lightsaber. So we go. So we get into Star Tours, and because he's on the cart, we have a fast pass for later in the day. But because he's in a cart, we get backdoored to it because only certain lanes can fit the cart.
Right.
So we get right in. for like within 10 minutes of being in the park.
Uh-huh.
And I was a little nervous again because this can be a little intense. We got on there, and his face, he was like, I thought he was going to wet himself.
Really?
He was
In a good
like,
way or a bad way?
Both ways.
Dude,
And he was, it was great. It was good. We saw, you go to Lightspeed and all this other stuff, and the storyline went in line with the movie. It was really fun. And so we get out, and I look over there, and I said, "Do you want to go again?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "So we get right back over there. But we don't have to wait because there's nobody there.
Nobody there.
So we go back in again a second time. The beginning of it's a little different, but then the body of the rest of the thing was the same. So it's a little different each time you go. And so he was like, we left, and he was like, couldn't speak. He was like, ear to ear smiles.
Wait a minute. Junior couldn't.
No,
speak.
he could not speak. He was.
Damn! You should have marked that on the calendar.
And then we just slowly going over to Star Wars.
So we go to.
I doubt it was slowly.
Yeah, we go. What is it? I know what they call it. Star Wars: Rise of the Empire, Rise of the Resistance, and we go back there. And there's 2 stores you go to.
It's called Bakua.
When we first made our reservation, he said, "All I want to do is make a lightsaber with him and Logan." I said, "Fine." So you have to set an appointment. If you don't, then you have to sit around and wait till they have time.
Right.
And so I do that. And then the day before, he says, "I want to do a droid. Do you want to do a droid?" So I was able to get 8:35 in the morning to do this. And the one for the droid was at 3:50 in the afternoon. So we were going to be there all day regardless. And PJ had just run for the last 2 days following him. So anyway, so we get there, and he does his droid, and he again ear to ear. He's like, oh, so now he's got a droid, which by the way he shipped home, so it's going to be here sometime in the week.
It's too big to bring on the plane. It's about as tall as that ogre.
The whole well, I didn't video that. I took pictures of that of him putting that together.
Oh, you videotaped it.
I did think I did videotape it.
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't know if
It was, man, it is so cool. You pick out which one, Smuggler, Empire, or
here's where he picks out the
thing.
parts.
So you pick out the parts. You just
So you go through.
I got traditional R2.
Did it look like a bargain basement bin? Okay. Okay, so
And then you fill your basket up with all the parts.
see the smile. Oh wait, it would help if I did this.
Did it go in?
Well, one 12-year-old to another. I'm sure he had a good time with Logan.
See the look on it? He was just tickled pink.
And then they call you over to the table, and they have directions how to put it together. So you gently put it together.
See, and above you, they got these little carts going by, like they're parts of a droid going by. And so the whole thing is themed. Now here's the lady telling him how to put a model together. Okay?
Oh, shit.
Actually, it was already done.
How did that go?
He
Not
did,
well.
He did well.
No, I meant her trying to give directions.
That's what I said, not well. And so we
Look
put it
here,
together, and then she puts in this little thing, and it brings up the robot to life, and somehow or another there's a circuit part that they tell the droid to activate. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a motion chip.
And then you get a motion chip. You could buy different motion chips, and it has different squeaks or twerps and this and that for all kinds of stuff. But so you get that, and there's the backpack that comes with it.
So yeah, it comes with a backpack, a remote control, and then of course you get the bare bones droid, right? And then with their accessories. If you've seen the movie, you've seen that one of the droids was like a waiter. Mm-hmm. So it's got the whole thing with the cups and stuff.
Yep.
You had another one that was had a toolkit, right? And so there's a toolkit arm for it. And then there's another ones with blasters. And then another one, you remember how R2 used to fly with his little jetpack thingies? So it's got another attachment for jetpacks. Yes. He's got them all.
When you hook them up, the little jetpack lights up. It's cool. And then when you hook the guns up,
So they fly now, huh?
I don't think it's going to fly, but I want to see what Putty does to it when he runs around there.
Right.
Didn't you have a drone at one point? Was that you? Who had a drone? You said something.
Eric has one. Eric used to post a lot of videos.
No, I thought he had it here with the Putty cat. You said Putty didn't go after it.
Somebody did come over with a drone.
Oh, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So then, by then I was done. I was tired, And he had this habit of saying, "I want." And I looked at him and said, "You are not allowed to want anything else."
He's a kid.
No.
Okay, he thinks he's a kid.
Yes. So I just said, look, you guys go off and do something. Matt was there. So he and Matt, and I just sat somewhere for 2 hours.
He told me,
I
he
was
says,
tired.
Go after Matt. Matt's going to be bored. Hang out with Matt. So I'm scooting along, trying to find Matt. And I find Matt. Matt, hey, Matt, what you doing? Oh, la, la, la. So the next thing we know, we're going back into Star Wars land together. We're just
Kindred spirits.
Yep. And then so it's like, well, it was a 55-minute wait to get into the Millennium Falcon ride. And he goes, you want to? You want to? You want to? Yeah, let's do it. So we get in the Millennium Falcon ride, and you go around the Falcon so you can see the Falcon. It's not an accurate model of it, but it's nice. It looks really nice. It's just not the full-size version of it. It's just a quarter of it. But it's really cool. So we get in there, we go on a line, you go in this way, you go in this way. You go through a Hondo's droid, Hondo's hangout, and it's real cool. It's just unspeechless. And you keep going in line and line and line and line and line and line. Like, what the fuck? This is a fucking long-ass line. And so we get in there, we get in the Falcon. There's 4 people, a mom and dad, a daughter and daughter. And the mom and dad got the fucking pilot, and the daughter's got the laser gun.
Explain this. Okay. Each ride, each time you go on this thing, it has 6 positions. One person left and right, one person up and down, one person handling the guns. What's the other one?
And 2 engineers.
The top gun and the bottom gun?
No.
Or
there's just
the gun turrets?
No, it's just.
And we know which gun the Junior went for.
No, you just hit the gun. You hit the gun. You just got to hit the button. And all you hit the buttons for the Millennium Falcon have shields and stuff like that. So the dumbasses are like taking pictures of selfies.
They weren't even running.
They weren't doing anything they were supposed to be doing. So
they weren't taking it serious. Damn it!
Right.
This was real.
And so if the Falcon hit the ground, it jarred.
Oh yeah, if you feel
the
it,
whole
boom.
thing. So most of the time it's jarring, and the guy's going like, and it says go this way or go up, and they're just like, what the fuck? Yeah. So they were piss poor motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now 6 of us got on this thing, and we knew what to do. You just do that, because if you do it right, it's smooth and sails and dips and dives and.
Dude, we'll go together. We'll make the Kessel Run, man. Hell yeah.
You already made it clear you're not going there for that. You're going there to get hooked up.
What?
You said you were going to have.
Dude, I would totally have sex in the Millennium Falcon. Right.
They had a lot of daddies. They had daddies everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there were guys driving by in these little carts. One guy had this huge.
Like the Million Mile High Club.
Tell them about the guy.
One guy driving by and did you see that? He said, I saw that. Really either huge balls or huge dick or both. One of those.
It was just fucking.
And of course that little wet spot right in front. I'm like, you just went to the bathroom, did you? Okay. Okay. When you first get into the park, the main ride, Rise of the Resistance, you have to actually get in queue before you can't do it until your ticket's been scanned and then you're inside the park. Then you can use an app that says how many people you want, right? So I had set us all up. We were number 95, right? Group 95, and took several. It was like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock before we actually 8:30 in the morning till 5 o'clock. But the ride kept breaking down. So what happens? He's in a cart. We finally get in there. We get halfway through the queue, and the thing breaks.
You're going through lines.
Yeah,
like this and then this.
Yeah, the queue is they've tried to make it so it's entertaining. It's all themed like you're going through a like
cave or
But the thing is it's not designed for people that are in wheelchairs or any kind of a thing. Like you can't get out if there's a problem. So now if you're walking, you can step over people, and so people didn't want to leave because they'd already been waiting in line. But some people had to go. But it's like an hour.
A lot of people walked out to go to the bathroom, came back in line, which I'm fine with. Hey, you know what? Call in nature. Come back.
So we're stuck in there, and of course his scooter's having issues. Won't go, won't stop, won't
battery dying.
I don't know if it was the battery. I think there was remember the first one that had a key problem? Yeah. I think it was a short. Oh. So anyway, we finally get all the way up to the front. We get going on this, and then they take a scooter because it's not working, so they're going to have a new one at the end. But we get on it. What did you think of the ride itself?
The ride was really, okay, so you get on the shuttle, and you get captured by the resistant, First Order, and so they treat you like prisoners, and you walk in. There's a whole row. I mean,
It was impressive. It was really impressive.
nice. And they treat you like prisoners, and you get on this thing. The only thing is that there's no room for your knees. And so this knee can be bent back enough. This one you can't bend it back more. So it was a very uncomfortable ride, but the whole thing was really cool because it just spins around, and there's different scenes, and you go, and there's a drop, and then when you drop, and there's the shuttle's dropping you, the escape pod drops you, and you're just zooming. It's really
But the whole process, it was cool. I was again over it by that point. And it would have been great if I hadn't been tired and been running behind him for days. I was done. And they were all, that was great. So Logan's saying, that was 100% worth the wait. And I said, no, it wasn't.
broke his little heart.
You run it for him?
Yes, he did. He was a Grinch.
Ogre.
No, I gotta tell you, that
Grinch.
kid. No, between him and him, once we got to that park, you couldn't have said the world could have ended. They would have been fine. They were both. So when we get his lightsaber, no, we got him the outfit.
We got him an outfit.
So you got
I saw
It
it,
was
right?
really
That's
cool.
where same place we got your hair.
And then, so we got him an outfit.
He got an outfit. You got one.
The whole, everywhere you go was very, very cool. Anything, a lot of cool trinkets and gadgets and stuff.
So he gets all dressed up, and then stormtroopers find him.
Yeah.
You were there. I didn't see it. So.
Yeah, he's dressed as a Jedi, right? Yeah. So and there were two stormtroopers walk up, and they want his ID. I do not have an ID, and he does it so cool, and his voice is so soft. I do not have an ID. And I goes like, yeah, we need to see your ID. I'm going like, this is so funny. And he keeps doing it, and finally they said, okay, go on, citizen.
So the troopers did. I guess whoever was doing the troopers didn't get the
They did,
Jedi
but
mind
they
trick.
got
They
it.
do,
They
but they've
got
only
it.
got the pre-recorded messages, and they're based on their fingertips. They're like buttons they push on their fingertips. So there's only certain things they can say,
Right.
And they do it so it sounds like stormtrooper stuff. So they can interact, but limitedly.
Right.
Now the other cool thing is all around there's like landing pads and stuff like that. So they have an X-wing fighter there, or I guess it would be a life-size one if it were real. And so
A-wing, there's
and
A-wing.
so Rey comes out. A character playing Rey comes out, and like she's readying the X-wing. And then there's another set of planes or land speeders.
Hot dog, somebody's calling.
Ooh, hello, you're on the air. Hello,
Hello.
Billy.
Yes. Hi.
It's Bill Hutchins.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Nurse Bill.
How you doing?
Yes, it is. How you guys doing?
Good. We're today's our first night back, and we're gabbing about Star Wars and Walt Disney and how PJ had to run after me.
Oh, really?
So what's going on
I
with
haven't
you?
seen Star Wars.
Oh yeah, see, it's this thing, and they're in space, and they'd be like on ships and stuff, and they got a sword made out of light. It's really good.
Well, I know what it is. I haven't seen the new one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't think I've even seen the last one that came out. But I have seen the one about. Oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. You know about
Kylo Ren.
The last one I saw was Luke Skywalker standing on some kind of mountainside, and that was it.
Yeah, that was Force Awakens. So, are we going to see you on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Are you coming?
Yes.
To,
How are you going?
You're coming to Barry's party?
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm staying home that day.
Yeah.
I went to my family's. We had our little gathering on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
good.
worked out nice.
Good,
So I
good.
decided to stay home.
So what's going on with you right now?
I'm not much. Just been running a lot.
Not
Working yet, but I've been running a lot.
I'm
I'm going to be running some more on Thursday. I'm heading to California.
Oh, for the Rose
I'm
Bowl.
in Phoenix.
Yeah.
He's going to the Rose Bowl.
Pardon?
You're going to the Oklahoma game, right? The Sooners?
What? Yeah, well, no, the Oklahoma game is going to be in Atlanta,
Oh.
Georgia. what happened is that one of my best friends, her name is Jen. Anyway, she lives in Phoenix, and she's a big OSU, Ohio State Just as bad.
Right.
But Ohio State fan. And her and I have been friends for several years. But anyway, we're going to watch the OU game, her place in Phoenix, and we're going to watch the OSU game. We're hoping that they both win, so that her team will play my team at the national championship. That's what we're hoping the ideal game will be.
Yeah, you don't want that. Ohio will destroy Oklahoma.
So
I say you don't want that.
all that football stuff. And then I'm going to just run right on over to Pasadena and go to the Tournament of Roses parade
Cool.
before I come all the way back home.
By,
Yeah, I should nothing but nonstop running.
by yourself?
God, I'm too old for this stuff. Well, no, my nephew's going to go, and I have my older sister convinced to come and ride along. He's never seen it.
So Carlos, I don't know
And,
why you always
I've
call me
never-
on the phone during the show. You know I'm not going to answer when you call when we're on the show.
You could
man.
call the show if you wanted to talk to
Yeah.
you. Well, so you are you not going to Barry's on Wednesday?
Yes.
You are.
Yeah, and what are you bringing?
For me,
Yeah.
I am definitely coming to Barry's
So,
place. I don't think I've ever been there.
yeah,
I'm definitely coming on Wednesday.
right.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now,
That's kind of like a law question, lawyer question in court.
now, now we all get together.
I don't know
at-
what I'm bringing yet.
Okay, so it starts at 11 o'clock.
I thought it started at.
No, I heard two.
If you show up at 8 o'clock that night when everybody's
You're
leaving,
probably
you're gonna
coming
be.
to Google.
Why is everybody leaving? Love you, Bill.
So
Is it 11 or 2?
it's 2 o'clock.
It's 2.
Yeah.
I'll be there late because
You told me
I'm
it's
working.
10.
Yeah, it is at 2.
Yeah,
Oh, you are.
yeah.
So, Bill, can I
Probably
ask you a
get
question? Do you
bored.
still have the sound turned up on the show that you're watching? Because if so, just turn it down and just listen to us on the air. I mean, over the phone.
I have it turned completely off.
Oh, do you?
I have you on speakerphone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what it is.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you.
Does that work better?
Yeah, it is better. We're looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
right.
Well,
I'm not
well,
sure if I know all the guys who are going to be there except for you guys.
well, thank you for calling, man. This has been the Girth and Mirth PJ and Junior show.
Yeah, we'll talk to you
Is
later.
it over with?
No.
No,
but-
no. Hey, before you hang up on Bill, did you hang up on?
No.
No. All right. So he brought up in
No.
the Fat Man's group chat today about the holidays and loneliness and singles and setting up meet and greets and stuff. Did you want to talk about that or no? Or
You know, it's one of those things that talking to people around, not that I'm sitting here being lonesome because I'm surrounded by tons of family and friends. But, even when I was in California by myself, there's so many people that are alone.
Right.
And some of the challenges, they don't come forward and tell people. Either, they are too embarrassed or they're really, truly challenged by something that has affected them. We've got a mutual friend that he doesn't want to do the Christmassy stuff because he is lonesome. However, he's choosing to be that way. But, I still think that if there's some positive avenues of something, not just for on Christmas time, but, any other holidays too, we can, join the bear group. Well, some guys are not quite that out, and going and meeting people because they are shy people. But that still doesn't mean they're not being lonesome. Other kind of avenues, because, as an example, you guys go out a lot. Maybe that's not a nice way to say it, but you guys go out, you're gathered a lot, and so you bring in more people into your folds of, friends who come in and meet you guys because you're absolutely wonderful,
Right.
And, first meeting Junior and Keith through the other, the breakfast group, it was a godsend for me when I first came here from California to Dallas. But, I would have thought maybe if there was some opportunity other than for me to join a group where there's lots of couples already,
Right.
to have an opportunity to have it might even start small with just a couple of guys. Say, hey, we're going to get together. The avenue I like to think of, though, would be like on Facebook or any other method. I'm not real sure. It may be through your situation of spreading the word, so to speak, that it's going to come about, developing a group, so to speak, of, like single people. It's not to put people out who are obviously, partnered or whatever. But again, it's just another thing to either get people to come into with groups, getting involved, and stay away from being alone through the holidays versus possibly meeting somebody. I don't know.
Junior and PJ,
it's always been on my mind.
They did that at Thanksgiving where they, announced it on the show here and invited a lot of people over who didn't have nobody else or nowhere else to go on Thanksgiving. And then Barry's doing the same thing with this Christmas
His
thing.
place is a little bit bigger, I think.
It is bigger, and he's got plenty of room, and he's, Barry don't know half the people that are coming. He might have met them briefly or whatever, but he just wants people to have a place to go and hang out and do some stuff together.
And that man can cook.
He can cook, man. His ribs, oh my God, they're so good.
Is that right?
I hope he don't fuck them up, man, because everybody else is there. But I've had them a couple of times, and they're delicious. Yeah. And this year at the pool parties, I invited a lot of new people this year that I've never invited before. The last couple of years, it's always been the same 5 or 10 people, and this year we brought in a lot of new people,
especially for the junior naked party.
Yeah.
There
were a lot of naked men that day.
I know. I think that was the day that was.
Is that Carlos still doing that?
No, being down in Houston. There was something going on. I didn't get to come to that for some reason.
Yeah.
Besides, you wouldn't want to see me naked anyway.
Yeah, we do.
So, anyway, Carlos was telling me I was supposed to talk about Barry's thing. Yeah.
No, this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
this could be a nice time. Be a nice time. All right.
Yeah, and we're gonna. We haven't talked. PJ's brought it up before, and we haven't done it yet, but hopefully we'll do something soon. I don't know if it's going to be open to a whole bunch of people because we don't really have the space to host something like that. But game nights, we're going to start doing some game nights, maybe once a month. Do a game night.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we got to figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Where we can do one, once a month. It's
definitely. I'll be happy to help wherever I can.
All right. Well, hey,
I'll be the showboat planner.
We will see you Wednesday.
All right, Bill.
All right, sounds great. We can talk about it then.
Love you, buddy. We'll see you Wednesday.
All right, you guys have a safe evening and so fun. I can't wait to see you.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
I forgot what the hell I was going to say. Something else that left me.
Did I cut you off?
No. I had something I was going to.
Yeah, man, we're talking about Star Wars, man. Let's keep it going. No, I'm done with that.
Pew, 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 pew. Whoa. Pew. Leaving the airport today in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
TSA agent.
Uh-oh. Was it hot?
Oh, shit. Here we go.
So we're Cheapo Airlines, right? We're Spirit Airlines. So,
y'all flew first class, right?
Well, if you can sit, fat people seats, yes. Yeah. But we get up to the thing. You got to give your bags. Everything's you got to do it yourself, with the exception of handing the bags to somebody, and then they take over from there. So we're in line giving the bags in there, and a TSA guy comes up, and it's this tall guy, chubby man. I'm like, and so I can't. What exactly did I can't remember what I said.
He was telling the man basically, if he plays his cards right. No, he told PJ, if you play your cards right, we might hook up or something like that. It was a hookup thing. PJ was just hitting on the guy, and the guy knew he was hitting on him, and the guy loved it. He was just eating it up.
I said, well, I told him, I got something hidden on me. You got to find it. And we were talking, and then of course he says, me and my wife, we have fun all the time.
That bitch.
And no. This guy was lighting the loafers. There's just either that or he swings both ways, which is fine with me. But it was over. He was just, just too clingy, so I had to end it. It was time to go. I said, you know what, it's over. Wife can have you.
It's good to know that I'm not very clingy.
Crickets.
So anyway, no, it was a great trip. I'm glad we're home. Thank God.
We in the hotel room. Holy shit, we got an upgrade.
Yes, we did.
My homeboy worked on that. He got a upgrade.
Who'd you bitch out for what?
Well, we got there. They didn't tell us the hotel was under construction. Okay, and they have all the cranes there and all this shit. And I walked in. We had 2 rooms. We were spending about $1,400 for we got 2 rooms, one for her and one for us. So we get there, and I look at the guy. I said, "Listen, there's another Wyndham down the way. I said, can you just transfer my reservation down there? He says, why? And I said, well, come on. You got this construction going on here. It's dirty out there. You know, it's I don't want to deal with this. And he said, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to not charge you for parking, which why would you do that anyway? And we're going to waive the resort fees. We're going to reserve. There's all sorts of things he waived. Then he upgraded us to a 1-bedroom suite on the top floor.
Oh yeah,
for no additional cost.
Oh,
and so I said, okay. So we went upstairs and everything was fine until the next day when they didn't clean our room. But yeah, no, it was you saw pictures. We showed you the video of it. It was nice. It was
a nice room. Yeah.
I don't understand. Now he's saying it's cold, right? We had the windows open the entire time and the air down to 68 degrees. So I don't understand how he's cold now.
My nose is running.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to get sick?
No, that's can't be cured.
So, he doesn't say much, but when he does,
yeah, it's a profound statement.
Right.
So, I guess what Carlos was trying to get us to say is, and I think Bill was trying to say too, is we know that there's a lot of people out there that are lonely, that are having a rough time, and we want to make sure that you reach out to people that are having a rough time. I know Big Keith is still in the rehab as well. You have people stop by and say hi to him wouldn't be a bad thing. And so if you need his address, just
let us know.
Message me or Junior, and we'll send it to you.
Did you get to go see?
I have not been to see him yet.
You've been busy all weekend.
Yeah.
Wait. How busy were you that you got off at 4 because you weren't that busy today?
Today? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't tell him I was. I just kind of left.
All right.
I'm on the schedule till 5 today, but at 4, I guess it was about 4:15 when I clocked out. Yeah, they already had Desiree and Chris show, which is 2 other managers that'll be here until closing time. Frank and Kelly were on the schedule, but hadn't showed up at all.
Frank and Kelly, do we need to go find them? Who are they? We'll go get them.
That's our GM and our SM.
Okay, I guess we'll
senior
do
manager.
Yeah. Kelly's a shithead.
SM. Is that like sadomasochism? No?
Me and Kelly get along really, really good now.
You put her in her place. You laid that Italian sausage on her, didn't you?
No.
Told her
I did send her a really nasty email one time. I felt bad. I shouldn't have sent it. I should have just typed it and got it all out and left it at that. But I hit send, and yeah, my boss didn't tell me about it till like 6 months later because he's like, "I really wanted to fire you over this. That's not the way." I said, "Yeah, but it fucking worked." I know it was wrong. I shouldn't have done it, but it worked.
He wanted to fire you for it, really?
It was a really nasty email.
Well, yeah, it's not a good thing.
I did not cuss or anything,
right.
But I just
you were pointed.
Yes, very, and I was so angry because man, you know how it was every single day it was the same, and I was sending emails, and he's like, "Well, you need to quit being so personal in your emails and just send the pictures and say what it is," and I'm like, "Okay," and then I'm doing it, and it's not working, and so then I start calling out particular individuals that were closing that night, things that were not getting done, and it wasn't working. And then I had health inspectors coming and building inspections coming, and then I'm coming in, and we haven't even opened yet, and this was after they cleaned the night before, and the place was fucking filthy, and this was every fucking day. And inspections fall back on me, although I'm not the one that cleans the stand, I'm not the one there that closes. If we flunk the inspection, it's going to fall back on me. So I check everything. And I send pictures and I let them know if I ain't happy, and nothing was working. But then when the big boss was coming, when their boss was coming and they want to make an impression, they schedule extra people and extra hours, and they stay late and come in early to clean to make sure everything looks perfect for them. And the guy's there for like 30 minutes and he spends 25 of it standing in the lobby. He'll do a quick walk around the restrooms and through the concession stand, take some pictures and some notes, and that's it. And I'm like, you need to clean for the people who are paying to come here and watch movies. You don't need to worry about this fucking asshole that comes once, every so often. We need to clean every day like he's coming. This is the way it needs to be cleaned. People pay a lot of money to go to the movies.
Right.
Yeah.
And they deserve to come to a well-maintained facility.
Mm-hmm.
And, sorry.
No, it's okay.
But anyway, me and her had words. And,
good. Well, I'm glad it resolved itself, which is good. That's a positive thing.
And now me and her get along famously.
Oh, do you?
I guess.
All right. So let's call it a night.
Yeah.
What do you got going on the next day or two? You've got your family party.
Yeah, Christmas Eve party at my aunt's house. We do every year. We'll do the White Elephant gift exchange thing. Watch the kids open a ton of stuff, eat some food, and go home. They moved it up. You know, it used to be at 7 or 7:30, and then they moved it to 6, and then now it's starting at 4 because they got got the babies and stuff.
Right.
Get them home because parents got to play Santa at night and put gifts out and put stuff together. And so it's going to be a little earlier, which is great because then I got to work Christmas morning anyway.
Did you get a chance to spend any time together while we were away?
One evening.
Why didn't you stay?
Because I had to get up the next morning and go to work.
This guy hadn't had a day off since
I've had one day off
in 2 weeks.
I'm
2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Does
it lighten up anytime soon for you or no?
Not until after Christmas.
He's off Saturday.
Yeah, I'm off I'm on Saturday after Christmas.
Wait, so do you work Christmas Day?
No, we're closed
Oh,
Christmas
yeah,
Day.
he's off Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, I'm going to go beat a Barry's, hang out with Keith and everybody else there at Barry's.
And you're going to go to Ken's mom's?
Ken's mom's. I'm going to go hang out with them
Earlier
first.
in the day.
And then come over to the party probably a little bit later.
Have we talked to Jack and them about this? Are they going? Do we want them to go? Do we want to talk to them?
They're going somewhere else.
Okay, never
But
mind.
when I talked to Mark about what they're doing for Christmas, because Jack wanted to go to his folks,
Right.
but he couldn't do it. Remember how last year he went, or the year before?
Right. Yeah,
Anyway,
last year he took your car, I think.
Yeah, he took the car, and then So no, it didn't work out that way. So they're going somewhere else.
All right, and what are you doing this next couple of days, Junior?
I'm gonna
Go see Star Wars.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we're trying to get
10:45.
Charles Hawley to go, but he has his son, and we thought we'd take them, but I don't know if he can or not.
Yeah, it's sold out already.
Yeah.
I mean, just after I bought my tickets.
Yeah.
That was it.
So,
Hey, Charles, if y'all don't see it before next week, you can go and, I'll get us all in free and get us some popcorn and drinks and stuff, and we'll go check it out.
yeah. Charles is good people.
Bring your son. Yeah, he's more than welcome to hang out. We can know how to act right. I know it don't seem like it, but I can act like an adult for 30-second spurts. Just have him keep looking away.
It will be acting. That's exactly what it's no. All joking aside, we want you to, we understand what it's like this time of year. So whatever you need, we're here. All right, so we're going to call it a close. Any last words?
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. We're not going to talk again before then. So, everybody, I hope y'all have a great holidays. Give us a call. John Tresky, if you're watching, we love you, buddy. I'm sorry you're alone. I wish I could come visit you, but you're like a really, really long way away.
Yeah, you're in New York. Isn't he in New York?
Yeah, New York. Love you, buddy.
Junior's got a poster up.
No,
and
it's a new model kit.
Okay, and
I
Steve,
done.
you got anything you want to say
I
before we go?
don't think you're watching now, but
Merry
if you
Christmas
watch
to
later.
everybody, and Happy New Year, because I'll see some of you between now and then, and some of you I won't, but,
Right.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
All right, guys,
Feliz Navidad.
This is Girth Mirth Bears, December 23rd, 2019. Want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. Merry Christmas. Have a safe holiday, and please show some love and care to somebody who needs it.
Yes.
Listening to Girth and Mirth Bears on the PJ and Friends Radio Network, Dallas, Texas.